For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
Hey, Brew Crew! Welcome back to the channel, your home for the hottest news and deepest analysis on our Milwaukee Brewers. Before we dive into the news that's shaking up the league, I need to ask for that usual favor. If you're a passionate fan like me and don't want to miss a single detail of our journey, scroll down a bit and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications too, because the information I bring you here, you won't find just anywhere. This is real analysis from someone who lives the day-to-day and understands what every move means for our team. Trust me, you'll want to be in the loop for what's coming. Let's get straight to the point, because what's happening with our team is simply magical, historic. We are in the midst of a run that will be remembered for years in Milwaukee. Last Saturday, we faced the Los Angeles Dodgers, the reigning World Series champions, a true powerhouse of the league, and we came away with a victory. And it wasn't just any victory. With that result, we moved to a 5-0 record against them this season. Yes, you heard that right. We've swept the Dodgers so far. This was our 9th consecutive win, the longest active streak in all of Major League Baseball right now. We entered Sunday with a 58-40 record, just one game behind the Chicago Cubs, who have the best record in all of baseball. We are in the elite, fighting at the top, and that's a direct reflection of the excellence we're seeing on the field, especially on the mound. And speaking of the mound, Saturday was a day for the personal history books of one of our greatest talents, our ace, Freddy Peralta. With the win over the Dodgers, he secured his 12th victory of the season, a number that places him as the absolute leader in all of MLB. Nobody has more wins than Fastball Freddy in 2025, and that's not all. Peralta has now reeled off 7 consecutive winning starts, a feat that, as the excellent Kurt Hogg of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel pointed out, puts him on a special shelf in our franchise's history. Hogg reported that Freddy Peralta is the first Brewers pitcher to be the winning pitcher in 7 straight starts since 1992. The last to do it was the legendary Cal Eldred, who at the time managed a streak of 10 wins. We're talking about a feat we haven't seen in over 3 decades. It's the materialization of Peralta's evolution from a promising young arm to a true ace, a stopper, the guy you hand the ball to and know he's going to give you a chance to win, no matter the opponent. Now let's get into the details of the performance. Peralta's season line is 12 wins and 4 losses, with an impressive 2.85 ERA, a 1.08 WHIP, and 122 strikeouts in 116.2 innings pitched over 21 starts. These are elite numbers of someone who contends for awards. And the most incredible thing about Saturday's win is that by his own high standards, it wasn't his best day. ESPN reported that Peralta wasn't particularly sharp, giving up 4 runs and 5 hits in 5 innings. His ERA, in fact, climbed from 2.66 to 2.85. But here's the point that separates good pitchers from great aces. He battled. He competed. Even without his best stuff, he kept the team in the game and found a way to come out with the win. The resilience he showed is the mark of a true competitor, and our offense, sensing their leader needed support, responded. We tacked on crucial insurance runs to maintain the lead after his exit, ensuring our All-Stars effort was rewarded. And yes, he became the first pitcher to reach the 12-win mark in the majors. This performance raises an inevitable question. Are we witnessing the birth of a Sai Young award candidate? I say yes. He already went to his 2nd All-Star game this season, a just recognition of his dominance. But the Sai Young award is something else. It's the consecration. When you look at the numbers, the consistency, and especially the impact he has on the team's success, the argument is very strong. In a national league with talents like Spencer Strider and Zach Wheeler, Peralta not only holds his own, but in many respects leads the pack. His ability to limit base runners and 1, added 8 WHIP, and his strikeout rate remain elite. But the deciding factor might be his ability to win games. Modern baseball sometimes downplays the pitcher win, but when a pitcher consistently puts his team in a position to win and the bullpen closes it out, that's not a coincidence. It's a reflection of a control and a presence on the mound that influences the entire game. For us, the Brew Crew, to see a homegrown talent, one who went through ups and downs, reach this level of excellence is a source of immense pride. He's our guy, our ace, And he's showing the entire league that the road to the World Series goes through Milwaukee, and it goes through him. His journey is a testament to our organization's ability to identify and develop talent. And now, we are reaping the rewards in the most spectacular way possible. A 9-game winning streak, the lead in a wild card race, and closing in on our division rival, the Chicago Cubs. The situation is excellent, but championship teams never get complacent. They always look to improve, to plug the holes no matter how small. And if there's one thing our front office under the leadership of Matt Arnold has proven over the years, it's that they are masters at identifying needs and acting surgically and intelligently in the market. Despite all the success, those of us who follow the team closely know there's one area that could be reinforced for the final stretch of the season, and most importantly for the playoffs: the bat. The resilience of this team is something to be studied. During the offseason, we suffered losses that many analysts deemed fatal to our ambitions. We traded our elite closer, Devin Williams, to the New York Yankees in a move that shocked the league, and we watched our shortstop and heart of the team, Willie Adams, sign with the San Francisco Giants. As if that weren't enough, we're dealing with significant injuries. Rhys Hoskins, one of our key acquisitions to bring power to the lineup, is out with a thumb issue, and there's no clear timetable for his return. Even with all that, here we are, winning. But to compete in October against the elite rotations of a National League, adding another impact bat isn't a luxury, it's a strategic necessity. It's in this context that a very interesting name emerges, an idea proposed by Eric Fisher of the Reviewing the Brew site, and it makes perfect sense from a strategic and financial standpoint. Josh Naylor, first baseman and outfielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Fisher raised the possibility of a trade for Naylor, and when you analyze the details, it looks like a move that has our front office's signature all over it. Fisher wrote, "A deal for Naylor likely wouldn't deplete the farm system. He is currently in the last year of his contract, which is paying him just $10.9 million. Maybe Andrew Vaughn continues to exceed expectations and Milwaukee doesn't need to trade for him. But if Vaughn doesn't pan out over the next few weeks, a deal for Naylor could help the Brewers hold down the fort until Hoskins returns from his thumb sprain." And I'll go beyond Fisher's analysis. Naylor wouldn't just be a stopgap, he would be an immediate impact addition. Let's break down the player. Josh Naylor is having a fantastic season in Arizona. He boasts a slash line of .221, 36 .453, which means he hits for average, gets on base frequently, and has extra base power. He already has 11 home runs and an impressive 58 RBIs, showing he's a run producer. His .813 OPS is extremely solid and indicative of an above-average hitter. And there's more, he brings left-handed power, something that always plays well in our American Family film. Another point that catches my eye is the 11 stolen bases. For a first baseman, that shows an agility and a baseball IQ that are invaluable. He is not a one-dimensional athlete. The fit on our team would be perfect. With Hoskins injured, Naylor would take over at first base, providing offensive production that perhaps even Hoskins wasn't delivering. When Hoskins returns, Naylor's versatility comes into play. He can play the outfield and also serve as a designated hitter, DH, giving our manager, Pat Murphy, incredible flexibility to construct the lineup daily, exploiting the most favorable matchups. Imagine a middle of the lineup with William Contreras, Naylor, Yelich, and eventually Hoskins. It would be a nightmare for opposing pitchers. Furthermore, his status as a rental, being in the final year of his contract, means the trade cost would be manageable. We wouldn't have to give up our top prospects like Jefferson Cuero or Jacob Misiorowski. We could put together a package with good level prospects that wouldn't compromise our long-term future. It's the kind of calculated high-return move that has become the hallmark of our management. While other teams pay exorbitant prices for stars, the Brewers look for value, for efficiency, for the right player at the right time. Josh Naylor fits that profile like a glove. It's a market opportunity that seems too good to be ignored by a team with ambitions as high as ours. So let's put the pieces of this puzzle together. On one hand, you have the meteoric and historic rise of Freddy Peralta, who isn't just pitching like an all-star, but like a legitimate Sai Young award contender. He has become the anchor, the rock of our rotation. The kind of pitcher that makes you believe you can beat any team in a short playoff series. His dominance gives us a solid foundation, a pillar upon which we can build our championship ambitions. The ability he showed against the Dodgers, winning even without his best stuff, is precisely what separates the good from the champions. It sends a message not only to the league but also to our own front office. We have the elite pitcher necessary for a deep run in October. On the other hand, we have the proactivity and intelligence of our front office, which, even in the midst of a 9-game winning streak, doesn't get carried away by euphoria. They understand that baseball is a game of adjustments and that regular season success guarantees nothing in the postseason. The potential pursuit of a hitter like Josh Naylor is clear proof of this mentality. It's the recognition that to overcome powerhouses like the Dodgers, Braves, or Phillies in October, we need more firepower. A move for Naylor would be the final declaration that this team isn't satisfied with just making the playoffs. The goal is to win the World Series. The combination of a dominant ace and a reinforced lineup is the classic formula for success in baseball. And that's exactly what the Brewers are trying to assemble before our very eyes. This isn't just a fun stretch. What we are witnessing is the methodical construction of a true contender. Peralta's performance raises the ceiling of his team in a way we haven't seen in a long time. He gives us a chance to win Game 1 of any playoff series, which is an immeasurable psychological and strategic advantage. The potential acquisition of Naylor, in turn, raises our offensive floor. It protects us against the uncertainty of Hoskins' injury and adds depth and versatility to our lineup, making it more resilient and dangerous. Unlike in other years, where we might have relied too heavily on one or two players, this 2025 team is being shaped to have multiple ways to win, with dominant pitching, with solid defense, with speed on the bases, and with the right addition, with a deep and relentless offense. And now I want to turn it over to you, the Brew Crew, the soul of this team. I've presented the facts, the analysis, the possibilities, but I want to know the opinion of those who truly matter. What do you all think about this? In your opinion, is Freddy Peralta the frontrunner to take home the National League Sai Young Award this year? And regarding market moves, is Josh Naylor the right piece for us at the trade deadline? Is he the player who puts us on another level and transforms us from a good team into a title favorite? Or perhaps you have another name in mind, another player you believe would be a better fit for our team. From my point of view, all signs point to an organization that is all in. Every move, every decision seems calculated to maximize our chances of winning now. Peralta's emergence has given us a championship foundation. A bold, yet smart move for a hitter like Naylor would be the finishing touch. It's an aggressive but calculated strategy that perfectly balances the present and the future. This isn't just another good regular season. This is a team being built for October glory. Leave your opinions in the comments below. I read absolutely all of them and make a point to respond. Your debate enriches our community. And if you want to keep receiving the fastest updates and the most in-depth analysis on our Milwaukee Brewers as we gear up for the final push, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. You won't want to miss anything that's coming. This is your #1 source for everything Brewers. Take care and see you next time.